What is good, Knicks Nation? We got the game of the year to talk about tonight, folks. The game of the year for these New York Knicks taking on the Detroit Pistons at Madison Square Garden, baby. I know Knicks fans have been looking forward to this matchup. This is going to tell all we need to know about these New York Knicks. I'm excited for this one, baby. I'm excited for this one. All right, all jokes aside, it's a joke, folks. But at the end of the day, it's still an NBA game. We got to talk about it, and you never know. Any team can be beat any given game. The New York Knicks taking on the Detroit Pistons. I have Quentin Grimes in the thumbnail, but he's not going to be playing tonight. He is out with an injury. The Detroit Pistons are also without Cade Cunningham. And boy, oh boy, are the odds for this game ridiculous in favor of the Knicks. I mean, the Detroit Pistons are literally one of the worst, if not the worst teams in the entire NBA. So the New York Knicks got to take care of business tonight and get the job done. And hopefully we can get some bench players and not a lot of Deuce minutes and Josh Hart minutes. What I mean by that is we don't need Deuce to play 48. We don't need Josh Hart to play 48. Hopefully this is a game the Knicks can cruise by and get the deal done without worrying about a stressful game. That game against the Brooklyn Nets on Saturday was a good one. We had competitive ball for the first three quarters until the Knicks are like, all right, we had fun. Let's start to actually play our brand of basketball. And they absolutely took over the game in the fourth quarter, won that game easily against the Brooklyn Nets in that fourth. And I expect the Knicks to do something similar tonight. I really do. I mean, it is another NBA game, and I like to go live on the channel to preview every game on game day because these Knicks are in a really interesting spot now in the Eastern Conference standings, heading into the back end of the season. And I'm definitely curious to get your guys' thoughts of the New York Knicks' chances in tonight's game and overall where your heads are at with this Knicks team. Now, I wasn't joking about the odds for this game because look at this. Wow. On BetUS Sportsbook, who is the official sportsbook sponsor of Knicks Media, the Knicks are 16.5-point favorites. That is easily the biggest line I think the Knicks have had all season. Okay, 16 points is ridiculous. I don't know if the Knicks are going to cover that, but boy, oh boy, Vegas giving the Knicks 16.5 points tells you all you need to know about the Pistons. I mean, you look at the numbers right here. They're 24th in points per game. They're 26th in opponents' points per game. They're literally almost bottom of the barrel in everything. And the flip side of the Knicks, second in opponents' points per game, seventh in defensive rating. That is your New York Knicks. And this is a big game because the Cleveland Cavaliers are falling down to earth. They are losers of 3 in a row, and the Knicks are a half game back from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't think they have a game tonight. Let me double check that. I don't know if they are playing. Oh, but they're playing the Charlotte Hornets. So if the Cavaliers somehow lose to the Hornets and the Knicks win, we're going to surpass them. But the Knicks got to get this job done because the Cavaliers are losers of 3 in a row. The New York Knicks have won 4 of their last 5 games, and they have a half-game lead over the Orlando Magic, and they're a half-game back from the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Knicks got to take care of business tonight and get the job done. 110%. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the show. I greatly appreciate that. Wanted to give another shout out to BetUS Sportsbook, the official sportsbook sponsor of the channel. If you guys want to sign up for BetUS, if you did not already, make sure you take advantage of their 125% sign up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500, including a 10% gambler's insurance. I love this prop bet with Josh Hart. 32 points, rebounds, and assists combined. That's plus 114. Josh Hart has been the heart and soul of this team. I can see him doing that. Even in a game against the Detroit Pistons, I like those, especially with the odds at plus your money at plus 114. Got to give a big shout out to BetUS Sportsbook, the official sportsbook sponsor of the channel.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer, a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
So, if you look at the injury report, the Detroit Pistons are banged up, right? Cade Cunningham, most likely out, as well as Taj Gibson, which is funny that he's on the Pistons. Quentin Grimes, unfortunately, always like to see Quentin Grimes match up against these Knicks teams. But the Knicks are still without OG Anunoby, still without Julius, still without Mitchell Robinson. We shall see. Someone's saying Burks is out. Is that true? I don't see that on the NBA app. Let me check. I haven't been on Knicks Twitter all day today, so let me check that out. I don't think you're lying, but I didn't see that myself. The Knicks got to take care of business. And you talk about Alec Burks, for example. The guy has made no impact on this team. Absolutely no impact at all. So if he's down, I don't really care. Just saying, I really don't think that is something that we all need to be worried about. But the Knicks are coming off a dominant effort against Brooklyn with Dante DiVincenzo and Deuce McBride leading the way when Jalen Brunson had one of his off games, right? The guy only was 7 of 24 from the field with 17 points. But the beautiful thing about this New York Knicks team is we're not relying on Jalen Brunson to do everything for us. This Knicks team can get the job done in all different ways. We're watching Deuce McBride break out. I made a video yesterday talking about Deuce McBride's breakout party. Definitely go check that out, because what he's doing right now is absolutely sensational for these Knicks. I mean, it is a joy to watch my guy Deuce McBride break out before our eyes. And we have Dante kind of finding his rhythm again. It's been interesting, Dante, these past few weeks. He was scorching hot a few weeks ago, and then he's been streaky. And then Saturday, boy, that fourth quarter, Dante's like, all right, Dante's Inferno activated. And Dante completely blew out the Brooklyn Nets single-handedly. And, of course, Deuce has a lot to say with that. Isaiah Hartenstein having a phenomenal last few games as well. Precious Achiuwa coming in off the bench. But when it comes to the injuries for these New York Knicks, I think they're completely doing the right thing by playing it safe, right? Not forcing OG. Allow him to get as much rest as possible. We need that right elbow as healed up as possible heading into the postseason. We're waiting for Julius still. Mitchell Robinson is full go at practice, but the Knicks want to ramp him up at practice before he's cleared for contact to go out there and play for these Knicks. Expect Mitchell Robinson to return off the bench whenever he does. When it comes to when, I can see them throwing Mitch back out there maybe the 31st, right? Which is Easter, or that week. I think next week is the timeline for Mitchell Robinson to return. No update really on Julius Randle yet, but we shall see. But a little update, guys. The Knicks are sitting at 42-28. The Cavs, 3-game lose streak, 43-28. The Knicks get this W tonight. They can inch in to that third seed. Very, very important to get that third seed. Now, you also have to keep in mind the Cavs are against the Charlotte Hornets, which are another really bad team. So I would expect the Cavs to beat the Hornets tonight. So maybe we can't really close the gap as much as we'd like here. But the overall reality of the situation is it's a good sign that the Cavaliers are starting to lose a little bit, because that third seed is really important. Why? We want to avoid the Boston Celtics in that second round. Hypothetically, the Knicks advance into the second round, which we're all hoping they do. Because if you're the 4th or 5th seed, you verse the first seed. Assuming the Celtics win their first round, which I think everyone's going to say that they are. I mean, these Celtics are on a 9-game win streak. The Celtics have an 11-game lead over the Bucks. That's ridiculous, bro. An 11-game lead? They're 57-14, bro. They have 14 losses on the season. That's absolutely unheard of. And then you look at the Western Conference, and I know that we don't really care about the West, but they're really intriguing right now because they have 8 teams with 40-plus wins and less than 30 losses. Like the Dallas Mavericks are the 8th seed at 41-29. That's so ridiculous. I think that's a really interesting thing going over there in the West. It's a very competitive conference. Even the Lakers are on a 3-game win streak as well. They're at the 9th seed at 39-32. The Golden State Warriors are plummeting a little bit. Wow, I didn't even notice. The Rockets are on an 8-game win streak. Damn, Houston knocking at the door of the play-in tournament. Okay, Houston, 8 games in a row. I knew they were on a win streak, but I didn't think that was extended to 8 games. And listen, I know it's the Western Conference. Doesn't really impact the Knicks, but it's definitely some interesting NBA stuff going on around. So hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. It's 4:40 on a Monday. The Knicks are tipping off against the Detroit Pistons tonight. Definitely curious to get your guys' thoughts of tonight's matchup. We need that 3. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's just take care of business tonight and get the job done. What's good, family? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. What up, Richie? Go New York. Yes, Dak, go New York. Go New York. What up, Dak? Richie, 3rd seed coming. I sure hope so. Richie, salute. All of the Pistons players are out. Glad I'm not a Pistons fan. Whew. Boy, we are thankful to not be in the Pistons. Let's not forget we were the Pistons at one point. Just saying. Let's not forget. We were the Pistons at one point. Not too long ago. And I'm very, very fortunate to not be the Pistons. And what I mean by that is the Knicks were so bad at this stage of the year. We're looking at prospects. We're looking at the NBA lottery. We had fans debating of we should be losing games or winning games, all those types of things. But we're on the other side of things, baby. We're on the other side of things, and I'm absolutely a big fan of it. Big fan of it. And the Knicks just got to take advantage of tonight's game. I don't really care who they're versing. I don't care that they're 16.5-point favorites, okay, on this Knicks team. But the reality is the Knicks have a chance to get the job done, okay? They got to get this W, and I definitely feel like that they will. My man Keats in the chat. What's good, bro? Give us a parlay, Richie. I got you, bro. You want to see a parlay? I'll give you a parlay. You know where we're building this parlay on our proud sportsbook sponsor, BetUS. Now, the cool thing about BetUS is they have built-in same-game parlays, and they have an interesting one that I kind of like. Jalen Brunson of the Knicks will score over 29.5 points and handicap win minus 16.5. That's at plus 200 over there on BetUS. So basically, Brunson needs 30 points plus the Knicks win by 17. I think that's possible. Last time the Knicks versus a really bad team, the Blazers, I didn't expect Brunson to have a good game because I'm like, we don't even need Brunson to have a big game in order to win. But I was wrong. The guy had 40 points. So this is an interesting one. Brunson to have 30 and the Knicks to win by 17. This one I don't know about. Brunson of the Knicks will score 40 or more against the Detroit Pistons and win. Hey, this is what happened against the Blazers. I remember I said, nah, Brunson's not going to have a big night against the Blazers because the Blazers are bad. Well, there is an option for you on BetUS right now at plus 475, which is really good odds, of Brunson to go for 40 tonight and the Knicks to beat the Pistons. That is interesting at plus 475. You can also build your own parlay on the prop building tool on the website. Again, if you want to check out BetUS yourself, folks, click that link in the description. Open up your account. You get a lot of fun stuff courtesy of your boy here at Knicks Media. You could build your own parlay. Let's build one together. Let's build one together here on BetUS. We're going to go with Dante DiVincenzo. He's on a little hot streak. At over 17.5 is at plus 100. Easily taking that. Miles McBride, he's going to continue his hot streak. Over 15.5 points. Easy. Now let's go to assists. I think this is going to be an assist night for a guy like Jalen Brunson. 6.5. I don't like that. I do like Josh Hart's assist, though. Josh Hart's assist is at 5.5 over. I'll definitely take that. And then let's go to 3-point made. I think I'm going to take Deuce here, bro. What's Deuce's 3-pointers at? Because he's been red hot from downtown. Oh, yeah. Over 2.5 for Deuce threes. Easy money. Let's check out the bet slip. Here's the bet slip on BetUS that I just built. Over Dante, 18 points total. 16 points from Deuce. 6 assists for Josh Hart. 3 3-pointers made from Deuce. The odds are at plus 725. So if you put $25 on this, you'll win $206. You put $100 down on this, you win $825. Return $825, profit $725. Interesting stuff here. Even $50 will win you that. So if you guys are interested, place your bets, right? I only have 42 cents in my account because I withdrew my winnings. I'm going to put a little parlay on that. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, definitely trail your boy, or don't forget to sign up or make your own parlay. Definitely a big-time shout-out to our partners here at BetUS. And I just want to remind you guys, look at the odds of the game. I mean, if you want to take the Knicks to win, you will have to put $1,700 on the Knicks money line to win $100. That's how likely the Knicks chances are to win tonight. I don't think I've ever seen a line like that for the Knicks in my entire life. That's crazy. Minus 1,700 money line? That is unreal. Unreal. And even the minus 16.5. I wonder if that's a record. Like, when's the last time the New York Knicks were that much heavy favorites in a game? It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like at all. Put 125 on that and get 1,000. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. You put 125 on this, you do get 1,000. You are correct. You put 125 on this parlay we built, you get over $1,000. So definitely go consider. I kind of like this a lot. This one I'm definitely going to consider placing my bets on. So if you want to open up your account for BetUS, go consider doing it, folks. Appreciate it. I got you, Keith. Thanks for being in tune with the brand here. Corey, Richie, I heard the Raptors are banged up to RJ Barrett, loss of his brother, IQ family death situation, Scotty Barnes injury, surgery. Yeah, I feel bad for the Raptors, bro. Condolences go out to RJ. I mean, words can't even put into justice of what he's going through mentally as well as IQ. I mean, thoughts and prayers goes to RJ Barrett. You guys know how much I love him on this Knicks team, and he's a great person, great dude. Same with Emmanuel Quickly, bro. Absolutely. What's up, Daniel? Appreciate you tuning in, brother. Beat Pistons, Raptors, and Spurs. Yeah, the Knicks have a interesting stretch of games, bro. We are in Detroit. We're against Detroit tonight, in Toronto, in San Antonio. So the Knicks got to go on a little 4-game win streak, including their win against Brooklyn right now before our eyes. And I think that is a very possible situation. A very possible situation. Let's look at the Cavaliers' schedule because they have an easy game tonight. I'm expecting them to beat the Hornets. If they don't beat the Hornets, then we're in business, folks. But their next couple games, they lost to the Miami Heat yesterday, the Cavs. Well, they are coming off a back-to-back, so maybe that will hurt their chances to win tonight. Wow, they versed the Hornets back-to-back games. What are we doing here? So they got the Cavaliers are versing the Hornets tonight and Wednesday. And then they're home against Philadelphia, and then they're in Denver, okay? And then they're in Utah. Oh, and then they go on a West Coast trip. Aha! The Knicks killed their West Coast trip. What are the Cavaliers going to do? They're in Denver, in Utah, in Phoenix, and then back-to-back LA games against the Lakers and the Clippers before they're back home. So the Cavaliers' schedule is getting brutal, and the Knicks' schedule is getting easier. I don't want to say schedule's easy because any team can be beaten any given night. The point is the Knicks got to take advantage of these games, bro. They have to win tonight. We all know that. They have to win Wednesday night. They have to win Friday night. And then we have a big game Sunday on Easter against the OKC Thunder, who's a very good team. And I see a lot of debates circling around the NBA world about Jalen Brunson versus SGA. You got to give the nod to SGA. Can we just admit Brunson's the second best point guard in the league? I take that. Travel Vibes, family. What's up, family? Travel Vibes in the house. Oh, yeah, they're in trouble. Let's go. The Cavs are in trouble. The Knicks got to take full advantage of it. They got to take full advantage of it, baby. Shout out to the New York Knicks right now because they're scorching hot and we're still banged up. The league is not ready for this Knicks squad to get healthy. I'm telling you guys that right now. They're not ready for that. They're not ready for the healthy Knicks. Hopefully we're healthy eventually, bro. I mean, I don't expect the Knicks to rush OG back. There's no reason to do that. The Knicks are winning without him. You heard Josh Hart. No OG, no problem, baby. He's not the savior. He feels like he is, but the same token, they're not. We got guys like Deuce McBride stepping up in replacement of OG Anunoby. We got guys all over this roster who's been given an opportunity to thrive, and they have been taking it and running away with it. Shout out to Coach Tom Thibodeau. Shout out to Leon Rose. And, of course, shout out to Jalen Brunson, who is ascending into a star before our very eyes. How beautiful is it to watch Jalen Brunson become the face of the city, become the face of the league, one of the faces of the city? I know Yankees fans, Richie, Aaron Judge is the face of New York. Okay, cool. He is. But Brunson's right there next to him, okay? Doesn't matter who's the king. There could be many in my eyes because Jalen Brunson is taking over this damn city, baby. He's taking over the city. He's taking over the league, bro. Name a better point guard in the NBA besides SGA. I'll give SGA the nod, okay? I can't admit that. His stats completely, are in favor. But that doesn't discredit what Jalen Brunson has been doing with this Knicks team. Everybody's been saying this is arguably one of the best free agent acquisitions in NBA history. One of them. Name a free agent acquisition that had this much of a positive impact on a franchise since LeBron James. I mean, did Kevin Durant actually help the Brooklyn Nets? I'm not even going to put him in that conversation. So it's very rare for a team to land a player in free agency, and that single move has a ripple effect for the rest, for the success, especially when you look at this Knicks franchise and the turmoil they were in for It feels like my entire existence, right? Oh, Jalen Brunson, Knicks fans, we love you. We appreciate you. That podcast with Julius Randle was fantastic last week. And now they're going to have Hartenstein on for the next episode. I love everything they're doing at the podcast, man. They're really giving us behind the scenes, a lot of funny stories of their, not even just with the Knicks, but it's more like college stories and even like AAU stories, like them being raised up in the basketball world. You'll love everything about it. But getting back on point with tonight's matchup, I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts of like, what's your expectation? Do you think that the Knicks are going to just absolutely blow the doors off of Detroit? Do you think Detroit has like this energy of like, all right, let's go to the Garden. We got nothing to lose and they can play free and beat the Knicks? I find that hard to believe. I'm trying not to get over the top excited. I mean, I'm trying not to get overly the top confident, if that makes sense, like cocky. Knicks fans should be confident in this W because they should win. The cool thing about this Knicks team this year that you absolutely love is they show up against teams that they're supposed to beat. They're supposed to beat the Brooklyn Nets. They beat the Brooklyn Nets, okay? They're supposed to beat the Detroit Pistons. They should beat the Detroit Pistons, and they will beat the Detroit Pistons tonight. Will they cover the monstrous, 16.5-point spread? I'm not too sure about that one because, boy, is it possible? For sure. But like 16.5 points, that's called a great team going up against a bad team. Corey thinks it's going to be a blowout. Monarch 30-point win. So he's got the Knicks covering that spread. I'm really interested to see if they cover the spread now. I really am interested. Because if they do cover it, imagine they win by 18 points. I'm like, okay, Vegas, you know something that we all just don't know. Okay? Woo! Let's go. Shout out to everybody tuning in, bro. We're live here on Knicks Media. We got Knicks Pistons tipped off tonight at 7:30 at the Garden. I was thinking of going to this game, but I'm like, I think I'm just going to save all of my money for the Knicks playoffs. I think I am. I don't think I'm going to go to a game for the rest of the year and save my money for the Knicks playoffs. For sure. I don't know about you guys. Blowout win. Vegas knows what's up, fam. Hey, you got to give Vegas credit. They always know it. I'm saving my money, Corey. There's no reason to go. Saving the money. I'm going to go get, and I'm going to wait for the round 2. Is that too risky? Nah, because if the Knicks don't advance past round 1, we have a big problem on our hands. Fully expect the Knicks to get past round 1. The big question is, who are they versing in round 2? Is Boston waiting for us or what? Josh Hart, triple-double, definitely possible. You see the odds right here. 32-plus points, rebounds, and assists is at plus 114, Champagne Poppy. I like those odds. 110%. Now, there's a lot of things to love about this Knicks team outside of just what they're doing on the court because it finally feels like they have a sustained, like a continuity where we can expect year in and year out sustainable success. And I feel like that's all I've ever asked for my Knicks team. I hated the idea of them going all in for a win now year just to kick the can down the road and suck for the future. I feel like the Knicks are now building something where it's a sustainable franchise that is competing every single season. And that has a lot to do with Leon Rose. The guy came here and was patient, built this roster meticulously, built this roster with just pure intelligence. And boy, oh boy, it's paying dividends. And you know who deserves an extension? Tom Thibodeau. When is Knicks fans going to admit that the guy deserves an extension? Can I hear somebody in the chat say, I trust in Coach? He deserves an extension. I hate where people are like, oh, dude, I love the Knicks brand of basketball. I love the way they play. But then they start to crap on Tom Thibodeau. How do you think why do you think the players are playing this way? It's because of Thibodeau. Tibbs. That's who deserves the credit. If you love their style of play, you should also love the coach that's coaching them to play that way, which is my point. Drives me nuts. Tom Thibodeau has his team second in the NBA in opponent points per game and 7th in the NBA defensive rating. And look at us. We're not even that good offensively. We only score the 23rd in the NBA in points per game. And we're that good because of the defense. Okay? That's freaking fantastic level stuff, folks. Trust Tom Tibbs. Trust Tom Tibbs. If we end up with the 3rd seed, Bucks will be waiting for us next round. Yes, sir. It's either the Bucks or the Celtics in round 2. That's the most realistic opportunity. And, hey, the way I look at it is this. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, okay? If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Give me the damn Boston Celtics. Give me the Milwaukee Bucks. Give me the Cavs again. Give me the Orlando Magic. Re-sign the man, my boy Jimmy. 100%. Thibodeau deserves his respect from the fans. I'm sick and tired of the negativity around my coach. I wish the Jets had a guy like Tibbs. Salah, take notes. In all seriousness, man, the Knicks have a big game tonight. Just from the perspective of every game means a lot at the back end of the year. We are in a race for the playoff seeding, okay? And the Knicks got to take care of business tonight. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the show. The Knicks tip off against the Detroit Pistons tonight at 7:30 p.m. EST, and I'm really, really excited to see what gets cooking tonight. The Knicks have been a joy to watch, and I love everything about this Knicks team, bro. Tibbs has been coaching his ass off. Absolutely. Deserves his credit, John, 100%. We need Bogey and Burks to wake the F up. Yeah, 100% as well. If those two wake up, watch out. OG update. He's out tonight, and they're just maintaining. I mean, if you're the Knicks, save him for the playoffs. Like, we're winning without him. The guy just needs to be healthy for the postseason, bro. That's how I look at it. We're not in desperation mode. If we were falling down the earth and we're losing, and we're like the 7th seed or something crazy, like, I can see the Knicks pushing OG back on the court. But that's not the case. We're winning without OG. We don't lose with him. But if I'm the Knicks, bro, let that elbow heal all the way until the NBA playoffs. Because you saw that guy playing through an injury, and as much as they surgically repaired it, it's obviously not 100%. So, as much as I love to see OG play basketball, I got no issues with them playing it safe. I'd rather play the Celtics in the second round. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool if we can beat them in the second round. I mean, boy, that's going to be tough. They look so scary this year. This feels like it's Boston's year, which sucks. I think the Knicks still have a chance. They would have to go to game 7 or something, but boy, that's going to be a series if the Knicks match up against Boston in round 2 or even the Eastern Conference Finals, because they're going to have to go through them. I don't see any team beating them. Like, they will be waiting for us in the Eastern Conference Finals, if not the second round. Tibbs the man, coach of the year, with all the injuries. Facts. Let's push the coach of the year. I mean, the guy won coach of the year the first time he became a Knicks head coach, and still people were clowning his name. I'm like, bro, how can you not appreciate what this guy's brought to this Knicks team? Do you guys not remember Derek Fisher and Jeff Hornacek and those losers? Oh, God. If we need to keep the 3rd seed, don't know if we can maintain that without OG. Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to go through the Boston Celtics eventually. So if we have to see them in round 2, we have to see them in round 2. It's too bad he got hurt. He was starting to show us his bag before the surgery. Facts, bro. 100%. Injuries are a part of the game, and the Knicks have unfortunately been dealt the worst end of the stick regarding the injuries. So the Knicks got to take care of business tonight. Injuries or not, they got to win against a crummy Detroit Pistons team, okay? They absolutely have to take care of business. Folks, my name is Richie here from Knicks Media. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out of the show. Not really too much else to break down in tonight's matchup. Again, the Knicks are just ridiculously the favorites in tonight's game. 16.5 points is probably the largest spread I've ever seen in my entire life as a Knicks fan. I don't know if you guys recall any other spreads that are that much in favor of the Knicks, but boy, oh boy, that's ridiculous in favor of the Knicks. I'll take it, though. I'm not complaining. I don't care about the spread. I want to win the game. Even if we win by 5 points, I don't care. I want a W, and I fully expect the Knicks to get that W tonight. So, folks, we're going to wrap up the show here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another Knicks Media Game Day Preview powered by BetUS. Hit that like button on your way out of the show, guys. I love you, Corey. I love you guys in the chat. Champagne Poppy, Monarch, Keith, as always, Jimmy. Who else am I missing? John Daniel. Anybody else in the chat I'm missing? Travel Vibes. Peculiar, as always. Dak. Appreciate you, all you guys. Salute to the chat. We got a lot of people confident in the Knicks covering that spread, which I find interesting. hey, bro, the confidence through the roof with Knicks Nation. I don't blame you guys. Salute to the chat. I'll see you guys later. Let's go, Knicks. Hope you guys have a great, fantastic rest of your Monday evening. Peace.